This will be a practice match. I'm going first, using survival with the City of Brass splash. And I think I'm going to try and keep. Alright, all the fruits. Probably playing Oath Ponza, I would think. If so, then I can get them with a Battle Mage, which will be really nice. Mongrel, huh. Okay. That's interesting. I'll play Wall of Blossoms. I want to make sure I keep my land drops flowing. Nice. Glad to have found one, and I'm glad that I don't have to expose City of Brass to a possible wasteland. Also, I feel a lot better about blocking with Wall of Blossoms than Roots. No attack. Well, I'll play Deranged Hermit. Arrogant Worm, I would think. Yeah. I guess they didn't want to spend another card to gain rid of my wall. Rashad Port. That's an important card. All over Roots. Huh. So they don't want to port me. But they also aren't doing anything with the mana. Really not sure what they're up to. Do I have any desire to cabal therapy them? What can they be holding? I think Violent Eruption would make sense. It does cost 2 red and 1 generic. That would explain why they tapped this way. And if they have it, which I believe they do, then it wouldn't be justified to attack. Get that wall back. I could wait and try to echo. I guess let it die, let the range hermit die, and then get it back with the recurring nightmare in play, but I would not be at all surprised if they had some main deck enchantment removal. We'll see how many times they end up porting my City of Brass. Notably, this build has 2 braids in it. So it's not too hard to get out from under a repeating port on city problem. Oh, survival. Okay. It's weird they didn't violent eruption. How do I want to do this? Okay, I have to not mess this up. So let's say I play that. Yeah, this makes sense. Then go red here. Kill the survival. And if they try to get some creatures in response, then I can therapy them afterward. And if they have violent eruption, I can catch it without them having mana for it. Nice. Okay, there's a root walla. Are they just gonna chain a couple? That would make sense. We'll see what they terminate the chain on. Hopefully not like squee or something, but I am pretty confident they have violent eruption, despite the fact that I expected them to play it during a window in which they did not. I mean, the fact that they keep not porting me, I feel like they must have it. One more Ruwala. No, looks like they're going to try and get creatures they actually want at this point. I'm telegraphing the therapy by the way that I downticked my wall of roots to leave black open. Masticore. Apparently they're going to make me actually have it. Would have been a pretty cool bluff. But anyway, knock out that Masticore. That's an interesting hand. I really didn't expect Cartographer. But I want to come back and get the Avalanche Riders, definitely. What do I get rid of? I don't know. I guess a squirrel. There's a cartographer at work. Yeah, I don't know how to explain what they were doing earlier. I just don't understand. But that's fine. I don't have to understand. I am going to play the nightmare. Yeah, they're just going to give up. Make a ton of squirrels here. So, that was an interesting game. Lots of surprises. Against a deck like that, like Realist seems useful. I don't know, they can go after my mana without too much trouble. Really don't like that. Maybe I want to naturalize. I think I definitely want the Tempting Worm. I don't know, do I? It's just a lot worse with Tradewind Rider. Though of course you can play Tempting Worm and then afterward bounce what they put in with the Tradewind Rider, which would be kind of funny, I guess. But how am I going to do this? Getting rid of Duress makes sense here. It was very, very creature heavy. Is it so creature heavy that I want to cut back on Braids? I want to get rid of Sadistic Hypnotist. I'll try that. Yeah, good enough hand. Opponent went to 6. Furnace is a little bit inconvenient. Though, on the other hand, this is really the definition of convenient. Nice turn 1 play when I would have nothing. Yeah, Mongrel is alright, not a big deal. I'm going to take advantage of this opening. Hit that when there's no way for them to get the card out of it. I have to wonder if my own Avalanche Riders might be better than second Braids in this deck. I really like 2 Braids, 2 Tradewind Rider. I think it's just a sweet combination, and I should probably find room for a Sylvan Safekeeper if I'm playing all these 4-mana creatures that I actually want to keep. Regular Survival Rock is nice in the sense that, I mean, like, I guess there's Masticore and Ravenous Baloth, but Swords is, I guess, necessary against it without being actually good. Are they willing to discard 2 cards? I feel like they aren't, but on the other hand, this is probably my game to lose, so I'm not going to open the door for them. That's interesting. If I play Survival, I can go get another bird. That would not be bad. Alternatively, I could play the Tradewind Rider right now, and that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm going to take a chance on that. And yes, Sylvan Safekeeper, there's a reason I haven't already found room for it. It's really not great to be losing a land. It's just something I might want, I don't know, maybe in the sideboard against slower decks with Source of Plowshares in them. Wonder if they're trying to set me up for something with that. I have a feeling they might have just messed up. That's what I'm betting on. Arrogant Worm. That's not a big deal. I'm going to eat their Rootwalla, though. That'll be nice. Wasteland is definitely annoying. Good draw, though. Alright. That was a good draw. that. And it does put a lot of power toughness on the field. Definitely worth having one in the 75, even with the whole trade wind strategy going on. Yeah, it's over. Sweet. Well, that went pretty smooth.